Theme song, 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 theme song.
Well, at least you're normal.
Theme song. I wasn't done. You interrupted my theme song.
Welcome to anger management. What?
Nothing.
We got a lot to unpack. It was a long weekend.
It was a very long weekend.
I mean, it was cool. I had fun.
I had fun too. I'm just fucking exhausted. I am mentally beat, and I swear once somebody sees weakness, they fucking go after it. I'm tired, and I'm hungry, and I'm grumpy.
And you got this full of energy right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
It's rough. You're like on all weekend.
I know. I see you.
I gained 3 pounds.
I saw you all weekend. You were on, running around.
You disappearing.
Being bouncy. Hell yeah.
Like
I can only handle this crazy ladies at a few minutes at a time.
You like fucking smoke bomb and be all, pff, and then you'd show up. And then you'd be all,
and then it'd get crazy and I'd be all, pff. Then I'd come back.
I'm just tired. It was a long.
But did you have fun at least?
Had so much fun, and then I had to fucking come home, and my 15-year-old wants to be a 15-year-old, and I don't like him right now because he saw, oh, mom's really tired. I sit down and fall asleep. I have no energy because of fucking this whole weekend I was on, and then he was like, I'm going to start a fight with mom because she can't fight back right now. And that's
not what he says.
That's
says you fight back just fine.
I wanted to. I wanted to. I wanted to. Oh, that kid. And the fact that he was like talking shit about me on speakerphone to his friends, and his friends were like, Caleb, just clean your room.
Just basically quit being an asshole. Because they know they would never talk to their parents like that.
No, they're like, clean your room and then you can come. She said I can't come even if I clean my room, so I'm not going. I was like, oh my God. Just do as I ask. Like, that's all.
Oh, yeah. I threatened a 5150 his ass.
Oh, he's so hard. And I was an asshole at 15 too, so I'm getting
I was an asshole,
back.
but I never was like that.
I know, you were perfect.
No, but I wasn't like that.
What?
I don't know. We're getting somebody decided to come in and say something.
Yeah, but you were drinking and doing drugs. So you were a different kind of assholes. We are emotional. Like Caleb, you know for a fact he's not drinking or doing drugs.
This is true.
So he's more my emotion. So I'm getting
but when I was 15, I wasn't on drinking and drugs and shit. I wasn't.
You were drinking at 15.
I had drank at 15.
You were wild.
I really wasn't that wild.
Okay.
I wasn't wild until I was like in my 18 to 20s.
Okay. Well, I've never done drugs, and I only drank once before I was 21. So I was angry, and I was just like him, which pisses me off because you are like, it never happens. And I'm like, well, just this is how I was. I don't fucking like him. He's not mine. I'm like, okay, well, then
I've never said he's not mine.
Well, that's what you were. You were like, I don't want him in the house, and I was like, dude, this is exactly how I acted.
And
so to me,
your parents probably said the same thing.
Yeah, but they get over it, and you get through it, and that's what I keep trying to tell you. And I feel like you're not listening because you're like, I wasn't like that, and every teenager is going to be exactly like me, and it really frustrates me. Because I'm like, dude, I was exactly like him. I know how to handle him. And then you go off on this thing, and it's very frustrating.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a good weekend. It was fun. I'm tired. It's fun. I got to sell my books and talk to people about my books. And I got to play with the little weenie. And I got really, really drunk. I didn't think I was drunk, but now I'm watching the videos back of me.
And you were drunk?
I was drunk because no way would I take video of me singing Lick Me in My Wet Spot if I wasn't drunk. And then we sing, you gotta lick it before you stick it because you gotta get it nice and wet before you hit it. Which is also a very good sentiment, which, makes sense. You got to lick it before you stick it. So, yeah, it was fun. I was the Red Queen, or the Queen of Hearts. And...
So I was, when we were there, I was walking by the restaurant.
Uh-huh.
And as I'm walking by, I hear the guy say, "Could I get a ice water, 1 ice cube?"
Oh.
1.
Okay.
Not 2.
Was it one of the models?
Not 2 put together. 1. No, he wasn't. No, he was just some snobby guy. He's like, 1 ice cube. And the guy repeats, "Oh, okay, got an iced tea and a water with 1 ice cube."
How many ice cubes did he want in his iced tea?
It wasn't for him. That was what the lady had.
Oh.
I just thought that was funny.
That is funny.
I mean, it's weird when there's specifics like that. Like
right.
like your
my dad. Water with 3
Water, 3 lemons. Not 1, not 2. You know what? Bring the plate and I will put 3 in it. But I want 3 lemons.
Yep. That's my dad.
But why 3? What if the lemon's a big giant lemon and then those 3 slices are huge?
I don't know. Go ask my dad.
He's not here.
There's a thing on a cell phone. He wanted a beautiful.
Well,
yeah,
somebody's got to have the energy around here, lady.
Yeah. Well, so this weekend was an author signing. I haven't done one in over a year and a half because of stupid COVID. And it was in Irvine in Orange County. It was a fucking blast, but I am beat to death. Like we had a party the night before the signing. We had the signing, and then we had a party after.
How about the girl model that was in such a tight outfit that I asked the other models if she farted, if it like ripples up her back and comes out the top, or does it stay in there like a bubble, and then when she goes out the end of the night, like I say, she's gonna get some dick later, and she's like, ooh, she gets that thing. I was all when the smell finally releases from all the farts.
Oh no, not even farts. It's
gotta smell so bad.
She's gotta have sweaty pussy.
It's gotta smell in there, right?
I don't know.
It's gotta have some stank in it.
I don't know. It depends on what kind of underwear she uses. She probably came away this weekend with a yeast infection. I mean, let's be honest. We're women.
Chewing on pleather.
Yeah. And it was hot. And she was walking around. She was walking around
trying to poach the other models.
She was like hitting on all the... I don't even think... She wasn't part of the model table.
No, she was brought by someone else.
Yeah, she was somebody else's model. And whatever. Because she has, as Matthew said, she's only got 1 cover.
That was so funny.
That was so funny. And then I told...
and it's funny because I always want to make fun of the model guys, but then I end up liking them because I start talking to them and they're pretty cool.
They're good guys.
and then I can't talk smack.
I mean...
Like, I was like, look at that big motherfucker over there. Look, he's all big. He's probably just fucking blowing up like a fucking balloon, like blah, blah, blah. And then I get talking to him and shit. And I'm like, that guy's pretty cool.
Right?
All right, I take it all back. I like him.
Fun. And the models are fun.
How about the guys that were fucking the drunk guys that were trying to take over what the ladies had rented? Ladies had an after party and they rented out like the back patio area had the giant cornhole and blah blah blah. So the girls were playing. Some drunk dudes were talking shit and trying to play and take over and being dicks. They
were fine until they waved their hand in front of Mickey's face, and she's young, and.
Right. And
that's when I was like, because they were like, she came in upset and I was like, what the fuck's going on? Because I knew there's a bike in our driveway. It's Tyler.
It's Tyler.
Okay. That's when I went over, and that's when there was one Asian, he was belligerently drunk. Like he was so far gone you couldn't talk to him. I was like, hey,
right.
This is our space. And he's like, if you don't want to play cornhole with me, then fuck off. And I was like, hey, I'm like, calm down. I was like, you can stay, but you've got to behave. And then he was like, fuck you. And then I
didn't hear any of this. I didn't find out till all it was over before that was said.
Which I'm glad, because you pissed me off, because you go anger, and it wouldn't have worked. He was so fucking drunk. But then I looked at him and he had these beads around his neck, and I go, hey, I like your necklace. And he's like, thanks. And I go, are they anal or rosary? And then all the girls fucking started laughing, and he got mad. And then he had a like a thing on his finger, like a bandage on his finger. And I go, what happened to your finger? And he was like, I was trying to fuck you with it. And I was like, oh, aren't you cute? And he's like, what? You don't like dick? He goes, you women, you don't like dick. Which, by the way, is the funniest thing to say to a group of romance authors.
Right. And one who was there with her husband all week and getting dick.
I was like, what? I don't like dick. And then I think it was Danielle. She's like, oh, no, we like dick. We just like big ones. And then he just went off, fuck you, fuck. And I was like, okay, he's not going to stop. So then I went and told the bartender. And then the bartender went and got security. But then as security was coming, you and Travis went out. And then the other two models came.
I thought it was funny, though, because I was like, nope. So I was like, I'd walked up, and then I kind of found out a little bit of the story, but I didn't hear the whole thing. I just heard a little. I didn't know he'd talk to you that way. And I was like, nope. And I kind of started walking over there, and I saw that dude going, that Travis. He's a big dude. And I was like, cool. There's somebody going with me. And then they locked on to him
because because
he's huge.
Well, he was their neighbor,
right? And they had met him in the elevator, but
yeah, because their rooms were next to each other,
right? But he's huge.
He is,
and
huge.
He looks intimidating.
He looks like Clark Kent.
Yeah, he's a big guy, and so they locked on to him immediately. And we're like, oh, hey, neighbor guy. And he's like, hey, guys, the ladies. And then I walked up, and they looked at me, and I made eye contact to let them know I was standing there as well. And they stood there, and then one of the guys, I was stopped, and I'd watched a UFC fight and one of those guys was standing next to me, talking to me about the fights for like 3 rounds. It was
only the guy in the black shirt and the sunglasses.
Right, we were bullshitting, like me and that guy, and he was belligerent. But I could tell he was super drunk. He didn't know what fight he was watching. Like, he'd be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, are we watching the same fight right now? Right? It was one of those. Uh-huh. But he was fine. He was harmless. But then I saw him, and he looked at me. He's like, oh, hey. And I was like, hey, man, what's up? And I just looked at him. He's like, oh, hey, man. And then I stood there. And then the other 2 models come up. And then a couple minutes later, a couple of the romance, the author ladies come up, and they're all... And they look at the Travis, and they're like, oh, my God. And you came up there, and then the other guys came, the other 2 mod, Jonathan and so-and-so, and his brother.
Jonathan and Vinny,
They came walking up to make sure it was okay, and it was just, and it, like, basically just, I was like, motherfuckers, I know I'm chubby motherfucker, but come on, man. I was there. I was one of the first ones there.
It just...
It makes me laugh.
Yeah, though those women oh my God.
But it did make me laugh. I was like, "Bruh."
Those women and models fucking crack me up. Although I did grab Travis's arms because I was like, holy fuck, you got arms. And he was like, I'm a massage therapist. And I was like, oh, fuck, me too.
And Irvine being so snooty. It's that Orange County snooty. It's like, we started calling Santa Clarita is OC Light.
Yes, it's Orange. It's Diet Orange County.
Santa Clarita is Diet Orange County for sure.
Fuck.
Like, they want to be snobby like Orange County, but they're just a little bit less, because there it is. I watched a lady drive up in the valet, literally drive up, put it in park, get out of her car, walk up and go, can I get a valet? Are you fucking serious? You literally just put it in park, and the one guy there is finishing a car. That fast? I was like, are you fucking shitting me?
I kind of get it. The amount of money we fucking paid for that place. Valet should be up your asshole. They should be driving with you.
And they are. They have like 7, 8 kids.
No, the valet was really good.
They were real fast. But this particular moment, 2 kids were out parking cars. One was getting ready to park one, and the other ones are. Then they would literally run. These kids were running literally. And so they're running back, but like the lady didn't even wait. Like, I mean, seriously, put it in park, pulled the seatbelt off, and walked up, and just like that goes, can I get a ticket? Like, what the fuck? I've been here for like 10 minutes. It was that type of delivery. Right. I'm like, are you fucking serious? I've been standing here for 2 minutes, and I don't give a fuck.
Well, we also went to Target to get safety pins, and fucking they had us running all around Target. And that's when I was like, I fucking hate this place.
We walked right up to Lego. Where would I find safety pins? Probably in stationery. Okay, so we walk away.
And we're
looking stationary. Another lady, hey, do you know? She goes, yes.
Next to
she walks me down. Walk down here by the sewing machines. And they're about halfway down. See where they are? Right about where we were. The lady that told us they were in stationery was in the fucking aisle of the goddamn safety pins.
Yeah.
She was standing in the aisle of the safety pins and took us across the store.
Yeah, these people and that's when I was like, oh, and by the way, like I was fucking starving. And then we decided,
the fucking Melt.
we went to the Melt, which is
awful.
Okay, let me tell you. I've lost a lot of weight. I've worked my ass off for this signing. Thank you, Tanya Clark, for actually noticing. She's the only one that was like, holy shit. And I was like, yeah, thank you. Well, anyways, I decided this weekend I was going to gain like 100 pounds. I was in it to win it. And so I was like, what better for carbs than a fucking grilled cheese sandwich? So we go, John orders, I'm trying to get us a fucking another room at the Marriott. I was online. Well, John ordered the Melt. I was online for like 20 minutes. And they were like, oh, you must have pressed the wrong button. You can't get a reservation. And I was like, I already have a reservation. I just want to add on a room or add on another night. And they were like, oh, you're going to have to call. She didn't even transfer me back to the number, which that is like call center 101, which I've done. So I was like,
right.
Fuck
transfer you around.
So anyway, I called and it took me a minute to add on another room for so much money. Oh my God. Anyway.
It was worth it.
So John
stop complaining about it.
So
It
John
was worth it.
comes back with the Melt and I'm like, fucking carbs, super excited. It was disgusting. We got the original Melt burger.
It was flavorless.
The meat had no flavor and it was greasy.
The cheese had no flavor.
The cheese had no flavor.
It was like, you know what it was? It was like that imitation cheese that has zero flavor. It looks like cheese, smells like cheese, but tastes like shit.
It's like diet cheese.
Yes.
But I was so pissed because that was like my first carb in, I couldn't tell you how long. And I was like, what the fuck? You ruined it.
And some secret sauce on it that fucking tasted like jizz.
Oh, it was awful. So the Melt, ruined
I don't know about jizz. But hey, I made up for it with a fantastic last day. You had a really good dinner.
We went to Wood Ranch, which is sad.
But it was so much better than everything else
it was.
And tell me it wasn't good. For whatever reason,
delicious.
It was extra good.
We went to Wood Ranch. Maggie was our server. Fucking you rocked out. But it was so funny because I'm like, oh, we're in a different place. Let's eat somewhere that we don't have. And we ended up at Wood Ranch.
Well, we did try something we don't have, and it was fucking shit.
It was shit. It was so disgusting.
I would rather have eaten a turd out of the toilet.
No, you wouldn't. Oh, stop it.
It was bad.
It was bad. The Melt is bad. And
Toilet
it made me very sad. That should be their slogan.
Our Melt will make you sad.
The Melt is bad and it will make you sad.
So bad it will make you sad.
So bad you won't miss carbs.
Do you want cheese dripping down your chin that doesn't taste like anything? Do you want pickles that don't taste like pickles?
Yeah, the pickles didn't taste like pickles. It was weird, but whatever.
Well, you know what? And their soda machine was like, it was like going to like, their soda fountain is like, great value grape, great value soda, great. Like it was like no name, natural, organic,
right.
Some weird soda. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this place?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it made me very sad. Oh, and then this kid,
disappointment.
This kid sat next to us with this fucking nanny, and he was like all talking.
Oh my God.
I hated him. He was talking so much shit. What? And he goes, is there any place to buy clothes here? Because we were at the Spectrum Center. And he's all, besides like Nordstrom's or Target.
Or Old Navy.
Or Old Navy. He goes, I don't even know why people would buy clothes at Target. I mean, that's for poor people, right? And I was oh my God, you little asshole. And she's like, well, Nordstrom's isn't that bad. And he's like, it used to be better quality, but it's not. It's gone downhill. I wouldn't even buy like my school clothes at Nordstrom. And I was like, I hate this kid.
Right. If I saw that kid walking, I would trip him.
And all the dogs looked the same.
Oh my God. Everybody looked the same out there.
Everybody did look the same.
Everybody dressed the same. Everybody talked the same. They all looked the same.
It's fucking Diet Santa Claus. But the signing was a fucking blast. They put me really far away from my chick friend, Kelly Violet. So we had to keep going back and forth to see each other.
Well, that was my first time meeting Kelly. I liked her. She was fun. She was a sweetheart.
She is, and she lives out here, and we have super fun. And then my friend Heather came, And that was super cool.
I always like Heather. She's nice.
I got to see people I haven't seen, like Tanya and Naomi, and like.
Well, you're kind of. I mean, in a weird way, you're kind of rock starry. They all love you. Everybody that sees you gets excited when they see you because you're always fun. I mean, you started the whole penis racing that they all love so much, and everybody decorates their fucking little hoppity long wieners and shit. You created that. I watched you create it.
That was fun.
And then
Years ago.
I watch you walk into the place, and I watch everybody freak out. Oh my God, Joy! Oh my God! And I'm like, fucking really? She's like a little superstar. Like, you're like this underground. Like they all like you. They all respect you. They all like you. They all, because you're a good girl. You're a good person.
But like I said, I'm on, and like we had one model dressed as a Santa because he was a naughty Santa in one of the books, and one of the authors had a little crushy crush on him, and we were trying to get them together, and it didn't work, but whatever. We have February. But so everybody was going up to him, sitting on his lap, taking pictures, and they're like, Joy, come take a picture with Santa. And I was like, nah, it's okay. And they're like, oh my God. And I go, okay. So I walk over and he's all, sit on my lap. And I go, And I think he was like, no, it's fine. You can sit on my lap. And I go, no, get up. And I made him get up, and he sat on my lap. And then he went like, I can't wait to see the picture.
So, right. So you kind of, and one of the models had said it yourself, the big guy, Travis, when we were all talking, and you said something about, the models don't come visit me.
No, let me tell the story.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so one of the girls, Mary, I'm going to say her name wrong. I think it was Mariella, but I think I'm saying her name wrong. I called her Fairy Girl all weekend because she had like flowers in her. She's so cute. Anyway, she's like, I'm not into non-consent books. And I go, I kind of am. I go, because I grew up on the Harlequin books that my grandma left around. So that's what I read, with the creamy white breast and the ripping off the bodice rippers. And I go, and my favorite ones, there was like 3 or 4 of them. It was always like a girl running away from her wedding. She hides in this ship cabin. It ends up being a pirate ship or like the captain's quarters. And in order for her to stay in the cabin, he fucking rapes her. And then at the end, they fall in love. I know it's bad. I love them. I love pirate rape books. I shouldn't, but I do. It's a weird thing. So I was... But he takes it. He takes it. So I was telling them, I was like, I kind of want to be raped by a pirate. So we just finished talking about that.
Timing everything.
And there's a lady, Ember, and she always brings her mom. And I love them because they always have Diet Pepsi. And it's amazing. They're like Diet Pepsi fairies. Every time they had a Lancaster, because I think I've only done signings with them in Lancaster, but every time they're there, I'll go up and I'll be, oh, Mama, do you have a Diet Pepsi? And she always hooks me up. So I was sitting with them, and before that, like minutes before that,
I wasn't around.
I was explaining that none of the models came to my table. And it didn't bother me. I was just like, okay, whatever. So then after I get done saying I want to be raped by a pirate, 3 of the models come down, and Mama goes, hey, Joy just told us, and move your phone. Joy just told us, and all of our mouths dropped like, please don't. And she's like, that none of you went and visited her table. And we were all, and Travis goes, well, you're kind of intimidating. Like, we found out that you do comedy, and we knew that you were going to roast us. And I was like, which is so funny because that's what happened at my freaking high school reunion. They said I was intimidating, which I don't feel I am. I'm neurotic and weird.
Though. But that's what makes you weird and intimidating. So, if you had a trench coat on, you could have been a swimsuit.
Did I ever tell you about my yearbook? There was a kid, his name was Kenny, and he always wore a trench coat. And he was a little odd. Kenny was a little odd. And in my yearbook, it says, what are you afraid of? And like somebody's like, growing old, dying, college exams, Kenny's trench coat. They put that in the yearbook. That's so fucked up. That's not nice. No, it's not. So anyway, she's like, none of you came to visit her, and she was really sad. And I go, I wasn't sad. And she's like, why would you mention it if you weren't? I was like, I was just talking to talk. And I go, holy shit, Mama, I thought you were going to tell him that I want to be raped by a pirate. And everyone started laughing. They're like, oh my God, me too. And she's all, well, you just told them.
And that was funny because then they left. I walked up, and as I walked up, one of the ladies said, did you know that your wife wants to be raped by a pirate? And I went, "Arr," immediately.
It was funny. And then we just, talking to the readers is fun. It was weird. I sold Be Protective just because of the cover, which is always cool. And then Dirty Biker went, and then Transparent. None of the Jack Hole's book, which is weird. Makes me sad, but whatever. That'll go. I'm going to put them on sale this week. But it was super fun. Tanya and Naomi, I always enjoy them. Oh, I met a lady, Claire. She freaking hung out in the Rainbow Room in the 80s. How
that was cool.
Fucking cool is she? I was like, I wanted to talk to her more. And it's just, they're so much fun. And nobody knows really about them. And then, yeah, I love them. They're silly. You get to hang out. You get to do...
It's a bunch of crazy ladies.
Wild ass shit.
Crazy ladies.
I was singing
to
so
drink
loud.
And get hammered. And it's a reason for them to party all weekend.
All weekend.
They get to sell a few books if they really push, if they want. Or, and sometimes there's a lot of people there. I've seen some, I've seen some with were standing room only. And then I've seen some that don't work. This one was pretty decent.
This one was fun.
Surprisingly, more people than I thought. I mean, no disrespect to them. I just didn't think because of location. I thought the location, I didn't realize how busy that hotel would be because it was kind of away from everything, kind of hidden.
But it was also right across the street from the Spectrum Center.
Half mile, yeah. I guess it works.
I mean, it didn't take as long to walk there.
No, it didn't. So, I mean, my thought process was that at first, like, oh, I wonder how many. So I was pleasantly surprised to see how many people did roll in and was hanging out. It was noisy. It was loud. It was, like I could hear everybody from way around the corner.
Right. It was just, I don't know. It was fun.
Cool. Yeah,
it was fun.
I
then
enjoyed myself.
I got to meet the Sassy Sisters, who I've heard of. I've never met them, and they were all over those models.
Man, they would have chewed up them models, boy.
That was funny. It was just funny. And our poor bartender, the first bartender was not good at all, and we think somebody complained about the bartender. Because the next bartender was the girl, and she was freaking awesome. So that was fun.
Jaden Tyler just showed up.
Hi, guys. Just showed up. So it was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed. Somebody asked me if I enjoyed doing it. And I was like, I mean, it's different for me because it's a completely different experience for me than it is for you. Because, I'm not relegated to be. I can run in and out, and I can kind of be myself, give you space, and I do that so you have space to play and have fun with your friends,
right?
And people, and then I cruise back and hang out for a while. And honestly, that's part of the reason I do it. I like to let you go be you in your element, and without, I don't mind it.
Right, but it did stink because at one point you ran away, and I was going to go buy a poster and have everyone sign it because I was stuck at my table, and then I was like, well, fuck. You were gone for so long. I was like, well, shit, never. And that was
probably when I was watching the fight.
And I was going to have you go get me. I didn't get a VIP bag because I was going to have you go buy it for me. So I was just like, shit, my PA is fucking sucking right now.
Well, I was your penis assistant, not your other assistant. I just handled the after hour stuff.
Yes.
3 seconds at a time.
Yeah, by the way, those windows are see-through.
Yeah,
so
but I didn't have you plastered up against it with your titties out.
I had my hands up against it.
Yeah, but nobody knows you're getting plowed.
It was right in front of VIP or valet. If somebody would have looked up, they would have...
7 floors. And they might have seen...
7 floors.
They would have saw you holding on to it, and they wouldn't have seen nothing else. They wouldn't have seen boobies.
Yeah, but that was a lot.
It's not like I shot the window or anything.
Because I was looking up, and I'm all, oh my God, you can see through. And then I had them dying laughing. Because one of the models, I don't remember who it was like, well, whatever, like, it's fine. They can look. And I go, yeah, but how sad is it? I go, let's just take a moment. Let's say I'm on the right and you're on the left and everybody's looking up and everybody's like, just keep looking to the left. And somebody accidentally looks to the right and then they're fucking stuck on my white ass. Just, whoa. And they're all, look away. We told you not to look to the right.
Yes.
I'm all, those poor people. Okay, you're not even paying attention.
Sorry, I was watching the dog leave the garage.
Yeah, they're probably going to get ran over.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was a good time, though. I enjoyed it. I had fun with you. We needed something like that.
It was fun.
It was a fast, long weekend. It was busy.
It was a fast, long weekend. I can see them in the car. It was a long, fast weekend. It was fucking fun. I can't wait for February.
And, so getting back, somebody asked if I said it's a different experience for me. And I was like, I don't know. I don't really like it, but I don't dislike it. The reality is I do have fun.
It's fun.
I enjoy, because you know what? All the ladies are nice to me. They're all nice to me too. You know, and I can be me, and I like to play around and talk shit too. And you know, as we know.
Well, the men are nice to you too. The models were nice.
Oh yeah,
to you.
yeah. At first they were kind of like, but then after that, Travis started talking to me, and it was a lot different, and we were all cool.
Well, now I have to, like, because I have the friend I'm staying with the friend I'm staying with in San Diego. I wrote her like 4 days ago, and I was like, hey, do you want to just be my PA? And she's like, yes. And then you go and make plans, and now I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, you didn't talk to me about any of that stuff.
Yeah, but
what if I go?
If you go, you go. Then you just won't be my PA, which you'll actually...
assistant?
Yes, it'll be better, because then you can run around, and then I don't have to, like, I can have somebody, like, do my bidding.
Well, we'll work it all out.
Yeah. But
so now, what else have we got this week?
This isn't this week, but I had a friend. She has been with this guy for like 9 years, on and off. Well, on and off, because he's also married. Apparently, him and his wife are finally getting a divorce.
I've heard that before.
Stop. That's none of our business. But he was at her house, and they were cuddling. Some women have all the fucking luck. And he asked her if she would peg him.
Okay.
And it made me very sad.
That I won't ask you that?
Yeah, because we're married. Like, I'll never have that opportunity.
First off, I'm not. It's maybe not something. I don't know. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. But number two.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I don't know.
And she was like, I wanted to talk to you about it because, you know, I assumed you have. And I was like, honestly.
Oh, this is what you wanted to tell me.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't. Like, I've put a dildo in somebody's butt, but it wasn't strapped on to me. I had no pleasure in it.
You didn't do the humping?
No.
But what pleasure are you going to get out of the humping? Just the power?
Oh, the power. Just like when I had that little weenie on my finger. It felt very powerful. I think I scared that one man, and I feel really bad because I kept humping by his ear, but his ear just kept being there in that place. So, oh my God, I got the cutest little squishy wiener. Oh, he's so cute. He has a tushy. He's so cute.
A wiener with a butt.
There is something dead outside our house. It smells so bad.
We'll have to, when we finish up, I'll go looking.
Okay.
So
she gets to peg someone, and
she gets to. Is she going to do it?
Yeah, she's like, I already am researching different strap-ons.
She's like, I want the biggest one I can find.
Yeah.
Hey, anal trainer. You start small. You got to start small and work your way bigger.
Let's see. Do I have anything else? Oh, and then I painted my toenails or my fingernails before going to the signing, but I did it while I was peeing. Like, I did my thumb while I was peeing, and then I finished, and then my fingernails were wet, and I used the bidet, so I was clean, but I couldn't pull my pants up. So I was stuck on the toilet for 10 minutes because nobody was listening to me. And finally you came and you're like, I've been looking for you. I'm all, I can't get up. I'm stuck on the potty. So there was that.
So long that her feet fell asleep.
Yeah, it was bad.
She got up, fell over. I laughed.
The toilet in our
bathroom. I had to pull her damn pants up for her. Like a baby.
Because my fingernails were...
Come here, let me pull your goddamn pants up.
The toilet in our bathroom sucks. It is so short.
It's like a squatty potty.
It hurts my knees. Every time I go on our potty, I have to hold my knees when I sit down. Yes, I'm old. It's fun. I'm old. Man, I sat next to a girl at the site. What was it? I was at the party, and she was like 29. And I was like, oh, God. And I kept making her age younger. And because when she first sat down, I was like, what are you, like 12? And she's like, oh, I'm 29. And I was all, this fucking 6-year-old next to me. And I was all, this fucking 3-year-old. And
First sign of getting old.
And I kept doing that, too, is I was like, I'm gaining 50 pounds this weekend. I'm eating whatever I want. I had a cupcake. Oh, my God, that cupcake. Did you have a cupcake at that party? That was so good. And then I was like, I'm gaining 60 pounds this weekend. And then everybody kept laughing because I kept, like, increasing it. And I only gained 3. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
If you gained it or hang on to it or got rid of it.
Because I'm hungry, but whatever.
All right.
Because John didn't bring me food home. So
nope.
He's cool.
I didn't bring it. Nope.
Yeah, so that was it. The author signing.
It was a good weekend.
It was fun.
It was fun. And now I got to get ready. It's Nationals month. Woo, woo. I'm excited. Now it's race time. Now it's full-on race mode. Work on RC cars for the next 3 weeks so we can go racing.
Let's go racing, boys.
Yeah, that's going to be a long weekend. To see how wore out you are is how wore out I will be on the Sunday of racing when I come home.
I am beat. Like, I kept getting up and then falling asleep and then falling. I've taken like 6 naps today. I'm so tired. Also, I can't sleep in hotel rooms. I have the worst I'll get like maybe 3 or 4 hours. Like, John will wake up and I wake up with him. I never wake up. Which is
weird.
Yeah, but I'm up and I can't go back to sleep. And there was no naps to be had this weekend.
No, not nearly. Like, I was totally hoping for at least one, and we never did get one.
We didn't get a nap. We didn't get to go to the pool.
No.
I wanted to go to the pool because it looked super pretty. I was going to say super cool, but then that sounded stupid because, it's a pool. But
It's a super cool pool. Pew, pew, pew.
Well, just because it's cool.
I know.
Yeah, so. But it was pretty. It was pretty. Oh, and then there was this couple, and they somehow came into our private party, too. Because where the cornhole was, there was also this really pretty outdoor fireplace. And there's 2 people sitting there, and I didn't have my glasses on. I'm like, are they part of us? So I went over, and I was like, oh. I go, hi. And they're like, hi. And I'm all, is this a date? And they're like, yeah. And I'm all, is this a first date? And they're like, yeah. And he goes, how do I look? And I'm all, oh, you guys look cute. And I was like, oh, and I go, this is, our area right now. We're a bunch of romance authors. And he's like, oh, that's cool. Were you guys doing that signing today? And I was like, yeah, that was all of us. And he's like, that's super cool. And I was like, oh, I hope you guys make it. And then I go, I hope she touches your dick tonight. And this lady turned bright red, but the guy gave me a high five. And
He's all fucking right.
And then
she's already touched it. This is our first date, but she's first thing she did was touch it.
And then they left.
Well, the drunk dudes ran them off.
Yeah.
The drunk fucking cocksmokers.
Yeah, but it was fun. I know there's more to talk about, but that's why I wanted to do it yesterday because it was all in my
fresh.
head. Yeah.
That's all right. We've gone. We're good. It's been a while. It's been a good one listening.
Okay. Started off with a fight and is ending one with a fight.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to fight. Why do you want to fight?
I don't want to fight.
Then
I just don't like you.
Well, I don't like you, but we're still married. Here we are.
Yay.
Lucky us.
Everybody's like, you love your husband. I was like, all right now.
I know, and they're like, oh my God, Joy's so great. And I'm like, you don't know her.
She's a fucking bitch.
You
should ask our 15-year-old.
He'll tell you. I was like, nope. I'm like, you don't know Joy. She screams all the time.
All the time.
Talk shit about every one of you.
Okay, that's not funny.
I'm just kidding.
Not funny.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Because I found out some other authors were talking shit, and that made me super sad.
About you?
I don't think about me. I think I'm pretty... Well, if they're going to talk shit about me, they're going to say that I'm annoying or I'm an attention whore.
I can see that. The annoying part.
Thanks. Or like, I want too much attention or I'm too loud.
I don't think you're too loud. I don't.
At those, I'm loud. At those, I'm a different person.
Only when you're drinking and partying afterwards.
No, because I was doing it during the signing too. Like, I'm louder. I'm more aggressive.
You are. You're definitely more vocal.
Yeah. And so I could see if somebody's going to talk shit, it's going to be like, she's annoying, which whatever. Like, right. I could, if I am, I'm sorry, but that's who I am. So,
right.
Like, I don't feel bad about it.
You're going to always have some sort of drama. You had the model chick that does her own photos and trying to poach the other models to, come take pictures with me instead.
That was so fucking funny.
And the girl who's putting on the whole program, this does all the headshots for all these models. So you're basically trying to poach from the lady who fucking invited you to show up
and found them. She found all of those boys.
But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Though? You know, she invited you. You were invited to show up, and then you try to poach.
Yeah, and it was funny because she was hitting on all the models too, and a lot of the models were hitting on. She was pretty.
Oh, she was. But I'm telling you,
although
that tight outfit.
I was telling Matt, one of the models, I was like, I want her ass because she had a beautiful body. She was in this fucking cat suit. And then I was like, and her hair went past her ass. And I was like, I want her hair. And I go, oh, maybe not her hair. I'd probably poop on it. Oh my God. Could you imagine like sitting on it? That would be me. I would sit on my hair and poop on it. I know me. Or I'd wake up.
Enough you could reach through and clean it.
Or I'd wake up and it'd be in your ass crack. I'd be like, oh, I'm stuck.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
and
no.
it'd smell like shit all the time.
Yeah. It'd smell like John.
Territory mark. Meow, meow, meow.
What? Farley's smiling at me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's been real.
Go to bed. I'm tired.
It's been real. Have fun.
I'll see when this comes out.
Thanks for checking us out.
Yeah. Like
clit. It was a pretty mellow episode.
Yeah. Like, clit, surprise. That's not what I meant.
Pretty mellow surprise.
Like, click, subscribe. Not clit, surprise.
This episode sucked.
Fuck you. It was awesome. I talked most of it.
Yeah, we know.
You're welcome.
You know what I watched the other day?
What? Porn?
No, you know what was on the other day?
Porn?
Lollapalooza.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Live on Hulu, they were showing it.
Hulu.
It was all live. The whole thing, all weekend. It was like the fucking...
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, let's see what Lollapalooza...
Are there any bands you knew?
No, of course not. No, I mean, there might have been one or two. I'm sure there was a few, obviously. But, okay, so this guy's on stage. I don't know who he is. I mean, he's somebody. And he's doing his live act. He's got a mask on. Mm-hmm. Not like a mask like a COVID mask, but like a kind of like a...
Slipknot mask?
Like a Nacho Libre mask type.
Okay, like a Lucha Libre.
Kind of, but not really. It's like it's almost like a robber mask. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, like a ski mask?
And a weird, yeah. Okay, it's awful, whatever it is.
Okay, got it.
So you can't really see his face. But, so he'd run around. He's the only thing on stage. Mm-hmm. And he's going, oh! Yeah! And there's like some track going on in the background. And that's all he did. And he's the fucking star attraction, making a gazillion dollars. Mm-hmm. But he literally just stood there and screamed, yeah. Yeah, motherfucker. Fucking love you, whatever. Mm-hmm. But not one thing had nothing to do with music at all. And that's what they call fucking music today. Mm-hmm. That guy was fucking horrible. And if somebody please tell me who it was, because I want to make sure I never listen to that motherfucker. Because that shit was the worst thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Well, there you go.
And I've seen some shit.
And I went to Nam.
I went to fucking Bowman.
You're so stupid.
I went to Continuation High School. I've seen some shit.
Some shit.
So, yeah. So, that guy needs to go fuck off. That shit was awful. And anybody who likes that shit, just don't talk to me.
And there's his statement.
Okay. Enjoy your day.
Ooh. All right. Goodbye.
Fine. Good day.
Fine. Maybe I had something else I wanted to
Do you want to add to my Lollapalooza?
No.
Or you want to hear about my la 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 la? I don't know where I was going with that.
So dumb. John.
Excuse me.
Really? Look at it.
That's a good burp right
there. That
there.
Registered.
Yeah.
That's the only time I can get your fucking ass next to the microphone.
Is when I got a burp?
Yeah. All right. Goodbye.
Good day.
Goodbye.